All right, welcome back to the deep dive. We've got some really interesting NFL Week 1 predictions sent in by you.
Yeah, looking through them, some definitely catch your eye. Unexpected takes, for sure.
Exactly. So today, we want to unpack these forecasts,
Yeah.
see what surprising insights are in there, and figure out what they might tell us of how this season's actually going to kick off.
Mm-hmm.
We're using excerpts from NFL Week 1 season opening predictions. Gives us a very specific look at those first games.
Okay.
Hey, let's unpack this.
What strikes me first is these aren't just like simple win-loss calls. No, they're trying to shape the narrative, almost planting seeds for storylines right from week one. It
Yeah.
feels like they expect some real challenges to uh, the established order.
Yeah, challenging the order seems right, and the source dives straight into the big games, the marquee matchups.
Right away.
Thursday night opener. This is a huge call. Dallas Cowboys predicted to go into Philly,
The defending champs.
the defending Super Bowl champs, yeah, and humble the Eagles. Get their first win there. I mean, that's not just predicting a game.
No, it's a statement. It implies, well, maybe an Eagles Super Bowl hangover. Or maybe they just see Dallas matching up really well early on.
Hmm.
But predicting an upset like that on the road week one against the champs, it immediately forces you to question Philly's readiness, puts Dallas in a different light from day one.
That's a tone. And the primetime stuff keeps going Sunday night. Baltimore Ravens, they travel to New York, predicted to lose to the Buffalo Bills.
Another big one. Two AFC contenders right there. A loss for the Ravens there to a rival like Buffalo on the road.
Yeah.
That immediately raises questions about them under pressure early in the season. Suggests the source thinks Buffalo is maybe a bit more ready.
Okay, and rounding out primetime Monday Night Football, the Chicago Bears. They're picked to start with a home win against the Minnesota Vikings.
Right. Division rival.
So, right off the bat, some really big teams are either getting challenged or, predicted to make a statement.
And what's fascinating there for the Bears, a week one home win against a division rival, that sets a tone. Progress, maybe.
Oh,
Hope.
could galvanize them.
Exactly. It frames their season. These aren't just wins and losses in week one. They're potentially narrative defining.
Yeah, good point. And it's not just the primetime games or what's happening here in the States. No, there's international stuff too. And some really specific player angles, like that Friday night game in Brazil.
Ah, yes, the Chiefs and Chargers.
Predicted loss for the Chiefs. And listen to the specific wording from the source. The Chiefs will start their season how it ended last season, losing.
Oof, that's pointed.
Right, it's a direct jab. Suggests maybe a vulnerability is still there.
Yeah, that detail is meant to be provocative, I think. It's looking past the dynasty talk and hinting at, well, maybe something the Chargers are positioned to exploit.
Makes division rival, yeah.
Right, so it's not just a loss, it's framed as like a continuation, puts the Chiefs under the microscope right away, internationally too.
And speaking of narratives, how about this QB situation? The New York Jets are picked to win at home against Aaron Rodgers' team. And the source highlights that the Jets feature former Steelers QB Justin Fields.
So focusing right on the player movement?
Totally.
Yeah.
It's not just Jets win, it's about the specific QB matchup.
Yeah.
Like the source expects Fields and the new Jets setup to click immediately against someone like Rodgers. Adds another layer,
Definitely. Player storylines driving the prediction.
Then, on the flip side, there's an injury impact. Atlanta Falcons predicted to lose at home to Tampa Bay.
Okay.
And it specifically notes the Bucs will be without their starting left tackle, Tristan Wirfs. Surgery on his right knee.
Ah, worse. That's significant.
So what does it tell us when an injury like that gets called out as a key factor? It's not just a footnote.
It tells us the source sees the health of one key player as potentially game-changing, even in week one. Losing Wirfs. That impacts pass protection immediately.
It's the QB under pressure.
Absolutely. Affects their whole offense, potentially.
Yep.
It signals that, it's not just about depth, but how fast teams adapt to losing critical pieces.
Okay, so we've got primetime international games, player stories, injuries. But what about just like home versus away? Do these predictions show any patterns there for week one?
That's interesting, too. Usually you'd think home field is a big edge in week one. Fan energy, familiarity.
Right.
But these predictions, they kind of challenge that a bit.
They do. Look at the predicted road wins. Arizona Cardinals winning in New Orleans, Carolina Panthers winning in Jacksonville, and the Bengals winning in Cleveland.
Wow. Okay. 3 road wins predicted right there.
Yeah.
That suggests the source sees something fundamentally strong in those visiting teams. Good coaching, maybe. Or maybe they see a weakness in the home team early on. It's bold to predict overcoming that road environment immediately.
And then for road losses, we've got the Detroit Lions losing in Green Bay
Tough place to play.
and the Houston Texans getting their first loss out in L.A. against the Rams.
Makes sense. Those are challenging road openers.
Okay, now for the home teams expected to win. Denver Broncos, they host the Titans and send them home with a loss.
Okay.
Indianapolis Colts win at home over the Dolphins, and the San Francisco 49ers get a home win against Seattle.
So for those teams, the source sees home field as that advantage. Familiar ground, crowd noise, all that, helping them start strong.
But though, there's also a home loss predicted that's phrased kind of strongly. New England Patriots predicted to feel the effects of losing when the Las Vegas Raiders visit and get their first win.
Feel the effects of losing. That's evocative phrasing for a prediction.
Yeah, not just a loss, but like an expected feeling. And then there's the New York Giants prediction.
Oh.
The source notes they're used to losing, so
Yeah.
get this. It won't be a surprise when they go to the Washington Commanders' home and hand them their first victory,
Wow. That's blunt.
isn't it? That's less about the game itself.
And more about a perception of the franchise. Like a psychological prediction almost, suggesting past struggles just carry over immediately.
Yeah, it sets a really low bar for the Giants and kind of elevates the Commanders by making their wins seem, well, inevitable.
If you tie all this together, what really stands out is the sheer range. Upsets of champs, losses based on history, injury impacts, specific player narratives.
Right.
The source isn't just picking winners, it's definitely weaving narratives about identity, momentum, player impact, all from week one.
So for you listening, I mean, what really jumps out when you hear all these?
Yeah, what stands out to you?
For me, it's how bold they are about the why. They're not just saying who wins, but hinting at why. The hangover, the new QB, the weight of history. It's inviting us to look for those stories from the very first snap.
That really sums it up. We've seen this wild range of predictions for week one. Huge upsets, key injuries as turning points, primetime drama, that international game with the loaded comment. And those specific details, like the Chiefs starting by losing or that really blunt take on the Giants, they make these predictions really memorable. Yeah, these week one forecasts, they feel like more than just guesses. They're like the opening lines of the season's story. They set the stage, provoke thought.
Yeah.
They tell us who might face pressure right away, who might surprise us, and who seems, well, stuck in a pattern. They're the first draft of who's who this year.
So thinking about that, as you look at these potential week one results, especially the surprising ones,
Yeah.